loves. So if you're seeing this part of the video, that means you're watching it on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and leave me a comment down below just to say hi. I'm sure I will reply eventually. Okay, so today I have cups for my children. We have a lot going on. I have cups to do. I have, hey lovelies. How are you, Susanna? I have these to demold, which I actually wanted to show you guys. Got crochet hooks to pull. We're going to do hair clips. We're going to do all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff, providing I'm on long enough. I don't know how long I'll be on. I don't know what's going to happen. I do have the shed door up. I do have a child taking off on a motorbike in a second, so you'll hear that start. Not that it's very loud. Thank you for the follow. And the electrical guys across the road are doing some work. Shh. So let's get into it. So firstly, we're going to demold these. So I made these last night with my glitter, which is Snatched and Sassy. It's a white bubble glitter. And I used Shimmer Resin's Patterson's Curse alcohol ink. So we're going to open these up and we're going to have a look at them because they're so beautiful. I just love the way we've got the pale purple. Hey Sue. So what I've done is I've got a little bit of purple in there, and then you can see the bubble glitter scattered throughout. So that was the aim. I didn't want a solid purple. Now I have one little champagne glass in here because the base of the bigger glasses didn't fit in the mold. I'm going to take this one out next actually. So we have another one. I'm well, thank you, and yourself? So I'm going to have to do a champagne set like this as well. So there's our little champagne glass. And again, you can see the white underneath. And our very glassed wine glass. Hey Mel! We have a cup for Mel to do today as well. It's all prepped, ready to go. Just got to get her on a turner and throw that glitter on. So there are wine glasses. So as you all know, or some of you know, most of you know, I'm actually prepping for a event in Mudgee, New South Wales called the Small Farm Field Days. You may Google it. It is huge. They're expecting up to 30,000 people to attend. So over the next couple of months, get used to seeing this ugly mug because every spare second I get, we're going to be live and we're going to be making. So very excited. I have 125 cups on the way. If you're new to me, I do not sublimate my mugs. It is completely different, okay? I do it with resin. Everything I do pretty well is with resin. So with the leftovers, I poured some little, hey Chris. It's 12:15. Well, we'll start it in a sec. We poured some little hair clips with the leftover resins last night. So again, we've got a very, very faint purple in that one. And then I do mostly do nighttime ones, but I just decided instead of going having a nap, I should probably get some work done. So you guys can keep me accountable. So we've got to glue them in. I'll pour some more. I've got to work on some of my crochet hooks, get them ready. I've got Jill's ones I got to finish. I've got to make some for a lady up in Grafton. There's lots going on, guys. Lots and lots and lots. There's a bit of wet resin there. It's sticking to me. And we got like the little purple and white. So that is, Susanna, they range from $19 to $70. Purely because some of them actually, the more expensive ones have genuine opal in them, dug out in Yower in central Queensland. But something like this, I think it's on the website for like $19.95. And then I do like peekaboo ones, I do ones with images, I do all sorts of weird and whatnot. I've even customized some, so you know, it's one of those things. So I'm going to take his off the stand. Mel, we're going to head over. I'm going to put his in the thing. I'm going to hang his up. We're going to pull down your cup and we're going to start your Milky Way. So a little bit of motion sickness, guys. I didn't expect you on till later, so I was like, I'll set up. Look. Glitters. I have your colours here. Sorry, guys. So much motion sickness. Feel like you're on a boat. It's time to go to the messy part of the craft room. I dropped glitter. Whoops. Need to bring the vacuum out. Hey, Val. All right. So now you can see everything. That's where you slept, right there. All right. So we have a couple of cups here. I think I might use this turner. So when I say I do peekaboos and stuff on the hooks, my love, this is one that's a work in progress. It will have a bee on it and all sorts. Hey Beck, how are you, beautiful? Thank you for the heart me. And then we've got like another work in progress, obviously. Alcohol, ink ones. Like I said, it's a shit fight in here at the moment, but we've got little Highland cows, all sorts. A cold, it's going around, even on this side of the country. It's everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Another cow one, yep. I do, let me find this other one. It was sitting here yesterday. Where is it? No, can't find it. Not quickly, and we've got to get Mel's thing done. But like this. And then I've got itty bitty tiny little roses. Itty bitty tiny ones that I paint with alcohol ink, and then I embed them into the resin. So it's a clear hook with, I think that's it over there. Sorry, Mel. Easily distracted. Like this. And it's got some bubble glitter in it. So that's a size 5. So these are some of my pre-made. So I'm making to go to the field days, but everything will end up on the website. That's why I tell everyone, join the Shimmer Shack Facebook group, because that's where I post it as it goes on the internet, if that makes sense. And if you see something that you like, and the Facebook page, if you see something that you like, you can go and grab it straight away. I'm not a massive pusher of selling things. I just make things, show them off, and hope for the best. Because I do understand that, you know, shit's tough at the moment. Like, we've all got to rein back in some places, so, and I do this because I love it. So this is the base of yours, Mel. This is your 30 ounce. We're going to mix up some resin. Now, as you can see, I am in the most well ventilated room you could possibly get. Nobody come at me about using resin without a mask. And I'm going to be brutally honest with you, I don't use one. Do as I say, not as I do. Do you know what I mean? I'll just get a marker. $30 mil will probably be enough, actually. If I miss comments, I'm so sorry. Hey, Christy, how are you, beautiful? I don't have a second device out with me today. It's just you guys and my phone. So just going to mix up this base. Thank you for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. And the gifts. Your other glitter. Where did it go? Where'd your bubble glitter go? There it is. Can I see the one with the stripes? This one. Is that the one you meant, darling? I actually made a twin pair of these. Get in touch, honey, because I didn't actually measure this at all with the vinyl. So I can show you how to do it. Very, very easy. And they're both out of the same sheet of vinyl. Actually, if you're still here, we'll make one. Alright. So I need some gloves. Which would you believe I'm nearly out of? That's great for today, isn't it? So for those of you wondering, I am using Diamond Coat from Just Resin. I have about 30 ml in my cup. I will not use it all, because when the glitter goes on, I actually don't want it to move. Something just bit my foot. Welcome in, everybody. If you're not already, hit the follow button. I am going to try and do more lives. However, I am doing 100% more than I was doing last year. Just saying. I don't think I actually did a live last year. Alright. So I'm just smoothing that out to give it a nice even coat. like I said, we're using this, that's not straight at all, more as a glue than as a resin, like as a coverage. I'm going to get some baking paper, so you will hear me rip that. I don't know how loud the noises come through. No, this is FDA approved food safe resin. You can't use, there are so many different grades of resins and so many different uses for them. You have to get it right. So this is FDA food safe. And when I say food safe, it's very important to understand that it's food contact safe. If you scratch it, if you do not have a clear coat as your final coat, if there's any additives in it, it's no longer food safe. So that coat, once cured, will be food contact safe. If I'd put glitter in it, if I'd put ink in it, if I'd put mica powder in it, if I'd put cornstarch in it or anything, it is no longer food contact safe. There's a lot of technical stuff behind it. And then for my coasters and stuff, I use casting resin, which is a lot easier and to understand and learn and all the rest of it. And then we've got UV resin again, which is highly toxic but has its uses. Welcome in, guys. And then you've got different levels of VOCs and yeah, it's crazy, but you'll learn it. Baking paper. So I just want this baking paper to catch my glitter. I went and bought my manila folders to go under the turners, but I'm not using them because my silicone mats are a disaster at the minute. Alright, so the glitters of choice are this pretty pink one that I got off a closed business. This one, which also came off a closed business. I'm hoping we've got enough because there's not much in it. Thank you for the follows. And our one, which is Spanked and Smiling. It's the pink bubble glitter. We're going to go in with Obey and Overlay, which is our mirrored pink glitter. And the idea is that we're going to work straight down the tumbler, but as the tumbler is moving, the line will come across. Okay? I don't know, this will be the first time I've done this with a bubble glitter, so it's probably going to make a mess and go everywhere. Just saying. And we've got a bit of a breeze, so that's fun. So we have mapped out our first swirl line, and then we're going to go in with the others and follow it around and hopefully get even lines. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. And just remember, Mel, if you're not happy with it, we can change her up. Alright, I am, just because there's so little of that other one, I'm going to get another bit. Normally I wouldn't, but I'm going to. we're going to catch this one. It's very, very pink. Very, very pink. I'm not confident that I have enough of this one left though, so I'm going to do it separate. There is that little in it. And I do 2 layers of glitter, so I'm so glad you love it. Now, because I'm being a responsible glitter hoarder, are you ready for the bubble? This will be interesting. I have no idea how this is going to come out. Welcome in, everybody. So we have our line of pink. Can you see that? Hiya, son. I think I want to, as I'm going, make sure I clean up this table this afternoon. Hold me accountable. I think I want to go through and pat it as I'm turning it. Hang on, give me 1 second. Just because this is 3D glitter, I want to pat it down. Make sure we get that beautiful, fully filled in. Sorry guys if I'm missing comments. I never recommend stopping your toner either because this resin is running. Just to... You have no idea what it's doing wrong. Wait, who's that? Sips by Chloe. Do you sell epoxy, lovely? No, I don't sell epoxy, darling. I do recommend Just Resin. This is Just Resin's Diamond Coat. It is one of my favorites. Other than that, and I haven't tried it since it changed names, but the other one I used to use is now called Promise. It used to be Counterculture's, not Counterculture. Who was it, Christy? Just going to move these back up into their line because they've gone everywhere. Epoxy is one of those things, guys. It is super duper finicky. It's not something you can just jump into and start selling. You've got to make sure you learn your craft. So I've been doing this since late 2000 and... No, early 2019. Late 2018. And I was creating for a good 6 months before I even sold my first tumbler. I gave a whole heap of them away to test the durability of the resin that I was using and doing all my homework, learning techniques. Now I'm really one of those lucky people. I don't know why. I try things and I can do it. I don't know why, I just can. I don't find many crafty things difficult. However, fun fact, I cannot crochet to save my life. There's one thing I can't work out how to do. And I gave them to my parents and they still have them all this time later. So that's okay. I've been practicing on all my oopsies. The other thing, okay, I'll finish this, darling, and then tell me all of your Pro-Marine. That's the one. Pro-Marine. So it's now called Promise Resin, and I fucking loved it. It's hard to get. I think you can get it from Colour Obsession in WA. But, again, it's got to be FDA approved. It's got to be food safe. Let me finish this. Tell me all of your problems. We'll try and brainstorm it. Okay? Now it's gone the wrong way. When it comes to my crafting, I need to make it perfectly clear. The only things I don't share are these and my snow globe frogs. Anything else, you can ask me any question on the face of the planet. Christy will vouch for me here. I taught how to make these. It was my thing. Christy helped me. Christy was one of my teachers in my Facebook group. I had Laura, I had Tanya, I had Janine, I had Nicole. Like, there was a whole heap of us before TikTok sort of took over. And I used to teach people how to do these. So anything you want to know about these, they're my crochet hooks. So I make crochet hooks. Anything about these, feel free to ask away. Okay, so we're back to our chunky. Our first one, Mel. What's the time? Mel's got to go at 12:15, guys. Shh, don't get me rabbiting, because I will. The other thing with resin to be super duper duper paranoid about is your glitter and your additives. We're going the wrong way. We're doing the wrong way. No, we're actually just going to stick with this way so it doesn't fall into itself again. You know what you did at the doctor's? I'll put it on Facebook, not Facebook, YouTube anyway. It'll be there. No, I'm going to spin it. There we go. I'll put it on YouTube. That YouTube account was made because people wanted to catch replays, and obviously you can't on TikTok. Facebook's pretty shit for it, so that's where it is. Okay, so the next one we went in with was that beautiful, beautiful pink. This one. Welcome in, everybody. If you're not already, hit the follow button. I'm a little bit batshit crazy. I'm very blunt. I'll tell you how it is. But if I check out your profile and I like your stuff, I'll be your #1 cheerleader too. Okay. So it's time to go back in with that. I think I might want to... So we've got to go in with this one and then the bubble. I'm just looking at my space, Mel. See how it's thicker up here than it is down here? That's a worry. That's a worry. So I'm going to spread this one out more at the top. All right, then we're going to get our other piece of paper. If I've missed any comments, guys, I do sincerely apologise. However, this one is important. Mel has bought this one. See how it's sort of sunk into the resin there? I need to go over it with a bit more of this. Always call these type of tumblers trust the pros. It is, it really is. And you know how much I hate a Milky Way. But, where is it? She saw this one and said, I have to have it. But I want it in pink and I want it bigger. So that's what we're doing. Because I've, you know, after how many years, I finally nailed it. Well, I finally nailed it with that one. I don't know, I can't, like, there is no criticism whatsoever to the girls that just do the alcohol inks. But I can't do that. I have to be different. I can't just do the one thing. But you know I've always been crazy and just done shit. Hey Tiff, how are you, beautiful? So for those of you looking into doing this, resin, you have to, and this is why my glitter is a bit more expensive than everybody else's, because I will not sacrifice quality over quantity. I refuse to. It has to be amazingly graded glitter. It has to be tried and tested, because it will bleed in resin. And it will do fade, and it'll do all sorts of weird and funky things. You want it to stand the test of time, even when the resin starts yellowing. So you can't just go to Kmart and buy your cheap shit, unfortunately. So what I will tell you, the 53 people in here, some of the glitter I have bought wholesale is over $100 US a kilo. Because I won't skimp on quality. Because I've worked with it long enough, I know exactly what I'm after. My suppliers know exactly what I'm after, and they know I won't skimp on it either. There's just, I don't know, nothing against those that do. It's just, it's not for me anymore, hey. So we're going in with the bubble again. Mel, are you still there, my love? I can't actually see the time. Yep, still there. Perfect. What do you think so far? Apart from the mess that I'm making underneath, because this bubble glitter is just bouncing like no tomorrow. See, I still love the inks, but like the ink ones that I'm doing at the moment, I can't just do the drop and go, so to speak. So these two, for example, have Shimmer Resin's inks, right? So we've got the ink. The ink is actually the colour. And then I've got Rebellion Redefined, which is our glitter over the top. And it's just sparkling through. Hey, Alison, how are you, beautiful? So, and then it's the same with this one. This was the first one I did. So again, Rebellion Redefined on the bottom and top, so in the chunky and the fine. And Shimmer's inks, it's not finished, I've got to fix up the handle and stuff. Inks underneath, and that was straight onto a silver base. I didn't spray paint this one. So I'm doing them like that, if that makes sense. I got to do something different than normal. Anyway, Mel, I missed your comment. Are we happy with it so far? Just want to touch up. Same. What was that? I've missed comments. I've missed a lot of comments. Can you please repeat that, Mel? So we're going in, just making sure. I need to get this in a fine. Once I get them all in a fine, it'll be a lot better. Just making sure we've got full coverage. Rick needs a Warriors one. Alright, let me take him off the tumbler. Would you like me to take you out into the sun? What colour do you think we should do the leopard print? I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't know. It is going to take a few layers of resin before I can do that, purely because of the bubble glitter. So look, it's still got some spaces in here. Because it's the 3D, you know, like I don't have to explain it to you. Because it's the 3D, the resin's going to take a bit more to cure. Not to cure, to cover it. And then I've got to sand him and all the rest of it. So, but it does look amazing under resin, just saying. And then I'll have to combat all the bubbles, and I mean actual bubbles in the resin, not the bubble glitter. Could do a silver. Silver or, hang on. I have this one, which shifts, which is actually this one. So if you have a look at that vinyl, is it going to do it in this light? It shifts, you can sort of see it goes to purple there. That one, done. So up against your tumbler, we're going to take the tumbler off. I'm going to have to do some fine tuning on that bubble glitter, but that's okay, we will get there. Trying, come on. So next to your tumbler, it will look like that. Okay, so now I'm going to break my golden rule. That's the one. That's the last I have of it too. So glad I still have it. You know what I'm doing here, don't you, Christy? I can see Christy through the phone going, don't you do it. Don't you do it. You always told us never to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Break the golden rule. There's your butt. Welcome in, everyone. Might be yelling at my phone. How are you, Shell? I'm good, thank you. Isn't it pretty? Normally I use my, see, like I've got another dump jar here. So they will get just put straight on the tumblers. So I'm going to sit this one over here, my darling. Do you want to see it in the sun? I've got the door open. Let's go and have a look at the first layer in the sun. You finally caught me live. I just talk shit, don't worry about it. Let's go and have a look at your glitter in the sun. Are you still here? You're supposed to be at a doctor's appointment. Are you here, Mel? Or am I walking outside for nothing? Okay, you ready? There's her tumbler in the sun. Let's get it the right way around. In the waiting room. Well, there you go. There's the first layer. I am going to have to do... Absolutely, I can do that. Absolutely. So, I'm going to let him sit there. I'm going to let him cure. Then I'm going to seal him in. And then I'm going to go over him again because there's a couple of spots that the glitter hasn't fully covered, which is why we do a pink base, guys. Thanks, everyone. All right, so back over here. Actually, I still have 30 mils of resin. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I should probably use that resin. Oh, you are very welcome. Anytime, darling, anytime. Let me put you back up here. Let's grab this fabric one and chuck him on a turner. All right. So I have these two. Hey, Keita, you have a parcel coming out tonight. I'm finally back in the office, darling. And I've added some extras that we spoke about. You did. That we spoke about before, so you can actually see them in person. There's 4 of them. I'm back in the office. It's just been a while because... not yet, Chloe. Not yet. I just did like 10 days straight. So I haven't... Today's actually the first day I've been touching anything. So I do apologise for that. That is... I have someone who can print it for me. I just need to design it. Which is another massive little conquest. So there's a mix of your glitters, Mel. Thank you for the heart, me beautiful. Welcome in. Okay, so we have this one, and go for it. I'm not as old as I look, I can tell you that for nothing. And we have this one that we're going to put resin on. It wouldn't have bothered me. No, I haven't seen Beth. I haven't seen Beth in months. Okay. Thank you. All right, so we've got this resin. It's getting hot. So I need to use it. Also, climate control is massively important for your resin as well. So 25 degrees is optimal for most, but read your bottle. I do have an aircon up there that I use because I'm in the Midwestern region of New South Wales and it gets hot and it gets cold. And this resin is about to flash cure, which we don't want. It is very, very hot. We're not going to get the second tumbler out of this. It's too hot. Too hot, too thick, too yuck. Sorry guys, I just have to concentrate on getting this on. Right, so it's cooled down as I've thinned it out, which is nice. It's still slightly pliable. My dogs are going nuts. So the less you have in each container, the longer you can extend your work time. I have found over the years that I'm able to extend a 45-minute pot life to an hour, hour and a half in my climate. What the hell is that? Thank you, Claire. We have that on. I have a bit of a breeze, but I'm going to do it anyway. No, not wedding dress. Oh. Alright. So this is Rebellion Redefined in the fine. If you put this over a black, it will go like a green teal turquoisey colour. It is absolutely freaking stunning. It is one of my most popular ones, and there's a reason for it. And I nearly tipped it on with the lid loose. That wouldn't have been fun. So because it is an iridescent mix, it does pick up the colours. I don't know if you can notice it while it's turning. So it's like a darker colour in here. I'll bring this down. Breeze is fucking it up. So you can see that I'm going in heavier at the top to give it more of that solidy colour, and then sprinkling it out lightly as I come down, and I want to sprinkle lightly all over the cup. So I'm just dropping itty tiny little pieces of glitter on and letting the air, I'm actually using the breeze to work with me and push it onto the cup, which I don't normally recommend. Usually I'll say have a very still room. Don't undo all your hard work. All right, so I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to show you this glitter. Welcome in, everybody. If you're not already, hit the follow button. What time is it there? Hubby's asking. It is 12:30. So lunchtime. It's because I've got the door up that it's actually screwing with me. But let me work out how I flip this camera. Is it that one? Flip camera. There we go. So as this one turns, you can see the glitter shift through it. So we have this one in a fine and a chunky. So you can see the purple here, and then it moves into the gold, and as it comes around on the darker colours. So this is actually fabric from Spotlight, guys, as is this one. So you don't need vinyl. You just need to master the... Oh, is it really? Master the hideous Mod Podge. Okay. So see, my door is open. I have a massive space, guys. Like massive. Welcome in, everybody. Okay, so back over here to where it's not as light. We're going to leave that one turning, and then later on it will get another coat, a sand, maybe a decal. I don't know yet. That's all right. Because I know you know exactly what they are, because, you know, we did it all together. After the field days in July, I'm going to get the original 50 in fine and chunky. Hi, Emily. We are crafting. I've just sat down from doing a couple of tumblers. Yes, I've had a few people come out of the woodworks going, Anna, we need your originals back. Yep, you can use fabric. So what you've got to do is, there's a few different ways people do it. Some people use that cat scratch paper to stick it to the tumbler. Some people use Mod Podge. Some people use spray sealant. The one thing that I have found, because I have a couple on the go. Let me show you. So the black fabric wasn't so bad. It was, Club Mudgy notices me. Okay. The black fabric wasn't so bad. But this one I've done 3 times because the Mod Podge was leaving like a wet look on it. So with the lighter fabrics, you have to go in super duper thin to seal it before you give it heaps of Mod Podge. And you want to do about 4 coats of Mod Podge, because if the resin gets into it, thanks Claire, it will leave it looking wet and gross and disgusting. So you really want to seal this before you go in with your resin. So that's had 3 coats. I'm actually turning this one into a zipper so I can show you. See that line there? Oh, it looks like part of the fabric on the camera, but it's not. That's where it's just a little bit too much Mod Podge, where I had my fold over seam before I cut it. So yeah, but these ones, these darker ones, you don't have to be as pedantic about it or anal about it. you can put a bit more on it. So the darker fabrics are definitely easier to work with. All right, so just to show you all that have come in, have you done a peekaboo? Heaps of them. The queen of them. Doubles, triples, everything. Absolutely everything. So, Chloe, I'm actually going to give you my undivided attention, darling. What is going on with your resin? What are you trying to make? What is happening? What's your environment? Tell me everything. Yeah, do you have a dirty mind? Because it quite literally says on it, trying to do peekaboos on tumblers, darling. The only one I have here at the moment is filthy. Yes, please? Okay. Oh no, that's a lie. I have two, but I'll bring it over anyway. I have two peekaboos. All right, this one is not a peekaboo, but anything from this to this. Where's my little grey one? This is what I'm working on at the moment. To this. I have another one with a little skull on it. Oh yeah, very, 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 very smutty. Very smutty. The smutty the better. So this is a peekaboo that I'm working on. She gets 3D drips. She gets bee charms. This is my cup. This is the cup that put me on the map. Would you say that, Christy? Would you say that? That's like, I'm your lady. Like this one, when it's finished, is just fucking out of this world. Yeah, the bees. My peekaboo that I said it was the only one I thought I had is this one. And it says this. So it's a gag gift. It is designed as a bridesmaid's gift for the bride. Make sense? So if anybody wants it, they can have it. Just order a custom 30 on it and leave it on the website and leave you want that cup. Yeah, so, and I'm happy to teach cups, darling. More than happy to. More than happy to. So, fish eyes. Fish eyes can be created by a whole different array of things. Normally, general rule of thumb is it's a sign of oil, which could be the oil from your fingers. It could be the oil from something that's touched it, anything. That's the general rule of thumb. Yeah, John's pretty cool. I love John. I have been using, okay, so it needs to be FDA approved. That is, I'm going to get my bottle. I'm going to show you what it looks like, screenshot it, jump onto Just Resin and buy that one. Where are you located? Hey, honey, how are you? So Sea Charms is another one that's been with me for a very long time. Very long time. Sydney. So your climate's pretty well the same as mine. Okay. Those ones, honey. Hey, Flick, we were just showing off your cup. Thank you for the Go Popular. That's the one you use too. So Annie is also another cup maker. We have Shellin who's just starting out. So perfect. So that is just resin, obviously. When you go onto their website, it'll say international or Australia. Just click Australia. So flick. There's your one. I put another coat on it to try and smooth it out last night. She's getting her decals tonight. She's still a teeny, tiny little bit tacky. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Okay, I haven't missed any comments. Now, yeah, so getting back to your fish eyes issue, could be just the resin. I have a resin here, and I'm not going to name the brand. I will in a PM if you message me. That claims it is the best of the best of the best of the best. Now, it's only been out for 10. I want to say a year or two, and it is the worst resin I've ever fucking used. Now, it can come down to the climate that I'm in. It's not designed for my climate. They reckon it's for everyone. Hang on. I don't spray my gloves. Could be something, but usually if you don't have which we didn't heat gun that tumbler, if you don't have a heat gun, you can spray it with alcohol, so that should not be the issue. Okay, go and heat gun that resin. So that should not be the issue, but it can be a fucking array of different things, but predominantly oil. So when you spray paint your cup, you cannot use oil-based products. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to do that white one, and I'm going to show you how I do it. If I can find my shit. Where's my gun? That would be why I didn't do it, because it's not in my purse. Who's taken it? There it is. Found it. Stop looking. So I use one of these bad boys from Bunnings. I will tell you now, most of them, the flick will start, like the little clicker thing, will go pretty quickly. And we refill it with this one. Not leaving that on the screen for too long. It is, but I find these better. Hang on, guys, I just got a puzzle. There we go. So you don't actually have to hit it with the flame. It's actually the CO2 off the flame that pops the bubbles. Hey Amy, how are you, my love? And that's it. It's super easy, super simple. These are some of the other ones that I've made. This is the importance of having a level turner. Can you see how it's bumpy at the top? Make sure your levels turn up. Yeah, your levels turner, your turner's level. We have an elephant. We have chrome. And these are the frogs I don't share. Purely that bit. I don't share how I do that bit, because that's a me thing. I know I'm fancy. Isn't it beautiful? I've got more of them coming. I actually ordered the round shape. I ordered a carton of round shape mugs like that because I need to make one fucking cup. And do you think I can find them? No. Could you do the same thing as the frog but not a frog? Yeah, you definitely could if you can make it work. That's the bit I don't share, how I make it work. Yeah, if I can get it to work. Like a Bratz logo. I still need the mold though, that's the thing. So it still goes in a mold. So I use, where are my frog molds? Where have they put them? Oh, here's what I'm working on. We can finish pouring them actually. So I just use these molds. That's it. And you can fill them with whatever you want. Welcome in everybody. If you haven't already, hit the follow button. Please and thank you. I'm gonna grab a paintbrush, some mica powder, and we're gonna keep working on my light. I won't be too long, guys. Just a couple of seconds. I'm just trying to find my green. I'll just use this one. It's not the green I want, but it will have to do. So we were talking about opals a little bit earlier. Chloe, I know I moved away from the... Thank you for the gifts. Okay, sounds good. I'll talk to you soon, Christy. I know I walked off when Chloe sent a message. Just gonna scroll back up, guys, see what I missed. Do you have... most days over the next 2 weeks because I have 2 weeks off work. Other than that, not really. So we're talking about opals before. These are opals. So obviously this is an octopus that I'm working on. But I put the opals, they're real opals. He's a bit dusty, I need to wipe him down. But okay, so I have a green that I need to paint into. I'm going to tilt this down. It's one of your glitters to burnish cup. Oh, yay! I actually have a thing up in the group. If you're in it, for photos and shout outs. So I'm going to start taking photos, your photos of stuff that you've created with my glitters, or if you've got a tumbler that I've made, or anything that I've made, post it in the group. And as long as we can have more square, I'm going to start making content out of it and tagging you guys. I'm going to put lights in it. Like it's, oh, you can't really see it on that side. It's a big skull with roses. It was supposed to be about this big. Yes, my issue is finding them. I need to order a whole case to get them because I can't find them in Australia. That's my issue. And they're quite expensive as well because they're not a regular size. But just send me a message, we'll work it out. Thanks, Claire. So I'm going in with green. Just Skull-shaped mug with opals. Interesting. It's not the green that I wanted. I wanted my darker green, but this will do. Is the live okay? I'm seeing people go out and come back in. Can someone comment for me, please? Hey, Karen! You came in at the perfect minute. It's good, good. Thank you. Perfect, thank you. You hit double digits, Amy. That's a pretty fucking good effort considering I'm never live. Yes, this mold was supposed to be for a cup. It was actually supposed to be for Flick's cup, but it's too big. Way too big. So I was talking to Zoe and she goes, why don't you put lights in it? And I went, hey, that's a good idea. You keep tapping out. A tap out, a tap out. I miss Karen's. Oh no, it was Amy. I miss Matty. We miss you. Are you ever going to come back? Like, is this temporary? Tell us you're going to come back eventually. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. I don't know what's going on. It is none of my business as to why you closed. But just remember we love you. Oh. Family first. Every time. Every fucking time. Welcome in, everyone. If you haven't already, hit the follow button. I promise I don't bite unless you ask me to. Oh, shit. I'm sorry to hear that. Very, like, that's hard, babe. That's, like, really hard. I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. I have no words. Yeah, no, I understand that. Totally understand that. And your mind wouldn't be on the job properly either. You'd be too worried. To anyone who hit follow then, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Also, guys, don't forget there's a couple of chains up the top of my profile for the tube and Book of Faces. Go and hit them. If you wouldn't be so kind, if you would be so kind. Once I get 50 on the tube, I can actually go live over there. I'm at 27 last I checked. So I'd appreciate the help getting over 50. As you all know, my goal is to come off this app next year, so, and it's dead anyway, and it's full of bloody fucking spam accounts and all the rest of it, so I don't enjoy this app at all. I do it because I get to see everyone's beautiful faces, but I don't enjoy it. It is huge. Like, I could use it as a mask. Raw. No, it's got like, I don't know if you can see it. So it's got the roses on the side, and then it's got like rose vine through its face. Can you see it? So I'm going to pour like the clear layer, and then I'm going to put the lights in it. Thank you. I appreciate you. But I don't know what color I'm going to do the background yet. That's the only thing I haven't worked out. Whether I should just go black or go white even. White might be an idea. Would suit black. Yeah, but see, I still wanted to keep the actual skull white, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I've got a white powder sitting in front of me, so we'll see how that comes up on the mold. But you're right, because the black might just, what's the time, guys? 1 o'clock. Reflect it a bit, if that makes sense. Welcome in, everyone. Hi, Bob. Okay. Just get some down in here, and then we'll get some baby wipes and we'll clean this mold up a little bit, and then we'll go in with the white. I don't like this mica. It's more of a flake. I prefer the powder, especially for this. Or if you want to do molds too, Dylan, those ones I get from Solid Solutions. And I'd pick the bottle up, but it's like this big. It's heavy. It's just their casting resin. And it's amazing. Should I do the teeth a different colour? What do we reckon? What do we reckon? I need music. Why didn't I put fucking music on? Unless you're all laying down having a nap and you want it nice and quiet. Just trying to see if that's a... We are going to grab a baby wipe, my darlings. I shall return. Yeah, if it was, that's true. It's school holidays everywhere, isn't it? Mine aren't home today. They are with my in-laws. Not that it makes much difference for me because mine are a bit older. Thank you for the roses, beautiful. So I go around, I clean up the outside. Oreo! Sorry. He's old and senile. And then I go in here because you will have a lot of powder, even if you can't see it in the mold, where you want to put the other colour. So we go around and we just wipe it all off. Ew, you've got it too. Everybody's getting it and it sounds horrible. Like, yuck. Silly question, but do you clean your measuring cups after use? So, here's one I had last night. Normally I would lay it down, let it all run, and then just do that. But usually I can crunch them up. This one I actually scraped really, really good. Usually I'll crunch them up and it'll come out. Or leave the paddle pop stick lying down in it on its side on a silicone mat. Remember, resin doesn't stick to silicone. Lay it down like that. It'll all run down and then it just all peels out in one hit. Generally. Or, after I've poured the resin, I will wipe it out with baby wipes. I know I'm about to get in trouble there. But yeah, wipe it out with baby wipes once it's empty. Or turn him upside down on a silicone mat. If you don't have a lot in it, same thing. And for your measuring cups, you will need your measuring cup and a permanent marker, and you buy them from medical supply stores online. The cheapest way to go. I think I get like 1,000 for like $30 or something. Like, it's ridiculous. You just want the, what do they call it? Permanent marker, because you can't see the lines once the resin goes in properly. So I just mark them, well, we all do, mark them with a permanent marker. Okay. Hey, there's a thought. I've just had a bit of bubble glitter falling out of that. I have been asked quite a bit now. Tan, I need you to back me up here. I am shit at tutorials, honey. I'm absolutely shit at it. I can do it, but you get it like this. You don't get a structured step-by-step, which is what everybody wants. That's why we used to call it Wing It with Anna, because that's what you got is what you get. Which we'll bring back. How about let's do that? I will film. You jump on the internet, find a cup. I will try and make a tutorial on it. Let's see how it goes. Okay? Then you tell me if you want me to do tutorials. Because I tell you now, I am shite at it. It'll be the entertainment of the century. I promise you. Guys, if you want to see that tutorial, up here in the chains, onto the tube, hit the subscribe button. I will post it there. Not the structured shit. You know it, don't you, tell fibs? That's why we had a Laura, remember? That's why we had Laura. And I would step back from tutorials the second she decided to come back. Just saying. She was so good at it. So freaking good at it. Step by step, patient as hell. Whereas you'd get me going, ah, fucked it. Alright, so we have a white powder here. Oh, and it's actually pretty. I need a bigger brush for this shit. Give me 2 seconds. I need to find another brush. I watched you from the beginning and you didn't do that job. Thank you, Annie. I appreciate you saying that. There's a few of you that have been around since the beginning. Okay. That one just feels like it'd be too big. I need somewhere in between. Maybe this one? Let's try this one. A Mother's Day cup. Yeah. But what design? Actually, I have an idea. I have an idea. There is one that I want to make. Let's just throw her in. No, that's not too soon. Let's throw her in the deep end and just teach her how to make a damask. She'll be fine. She's got this. Yeah, do it. Hey, Heidi. All right, so we're getting the white. I'll show you. I would never, ever, ever do that to her. So we're getting the white in there. A foil cupping. I'm trying to find a supplier to get the rolls for the foils of a decent quality and the glue. That's something that I'd like to bring in for the tumblers. I have one roll over there. I haven't tried it yet. But I only have like the nail samples. Okie dokie. Evelyn will pack it. Evelyn's got heaps to pack tonight, actually. Heaps and heaps and heaps to pack. We've got to send off Kita's coasters. We've got the glitter shakers arrived. So they're going out as well. And then I'll have to put up another pre-order because apparently 3 days to place an order for glitter shakers isn't long enough. My bad. Should I do a silver holographic in the eyes? As in the bit that, this bit, the raised bit. So when it's poured, it'll actually be the hollow. What do we reckon? If you're in here and you've never left a comment on one of my videos, I challenge you to leave a comment. You can do it. 2 words, 2 letters. H-I. You got this, champ. Put an emoji. Welcome in, guys. You're allowed to be a silent watcher. I just like to be able to say hi to everybody. That's all. Around the nose. Can you see the white? Look, I watch a couple of creators over in the States, and because of the time difference, obviously, you know, we're in bed, so I fall asleep watching them. So I get it. Hey Lacey, I am currently making a light. So we're putting all the colors in, then we're going to put some resin in, then we're going to put some lights through it, and then a backing onto it. And then it'll stand on like one of those plate stand things. Something similar to that. Hey, look. There you go. That one said say hi, so I said hi. All right, so we have just giving it a blowjob, guys. We have our white in there. We have our red. So the only bits I haven't done is the middle here and these eyes, right? But I have a silver holographic, what do they call it? It's a mica powder, but it is not a normal one. It is a synthetic one. So it's not natural mica powder. Oxidized, is that the word I'm looking for? Someone help me out here. Welcome in, everybody. Don't forget to say hello. I don't bite unless you ask me to. So we're going in with the silver. I'm going to be super careful here, guys. I just want it. I'm just going to go and yell at my pooches. Hey, Clover. Give me 2 seconds. Tweedledee, tweedledum, idiot and dickhead. Enough. Enough. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. If I missed any of your comments, please feel free to re-comment. Okay. Yeah, I'd pin it, but I can't. That's right. You're a Temu mod. I just kept showing all the people. Oh, my nails. They're old now. Okay, I think that was it. Just keep showing all the people that joined. TikTok, up your game. A light. So I'm putting color in it for the light to, so when it's on display, and it's turned off, it's nice and pretty. It'll show these colors. I'll hold it up in a second to show you this holographic. And then when it's dark and it's turned on, it should give different shadows. That's the idea behind it anyway. So we have our colors. So in theory, when it's turned off, that's what it should look like. Thank you for all the likes, guys. Isn't the white perfect? And then the holographic in the eyes is just mwah. I will definitely demold this somewhere. I won't do it in the quiet abyss of, you know, my craft room. All right, guys, I'm just going to duck off for 2 seconds. So I'll be off screen. But I will be right back. Thanks, Lily. Just want to put the lid on this one because this one's fucking expensive. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Entertain yourselves, talk shit about me, have fun. Okay, I'm back. Did we have fun? Did we entertain ourselves? Did we chit chat? Say a little bit more green. Naughty. Put you over my knee and spank your tushy. Shh, don't tell me. It's a secret. Just want a little bit more green up in the top here. Didn't want to show up at all. I'm sure you wouldn't be alone in that thought. Okay, so we need to pour resin, and it's gonna take, you need to say, good girl. Who's your good girl? I can't growl, I'm not a bloke. I'm sorry. She didn't. Okay, so I didn't do the nose. That was a bit shit of me, wasn't it? I nearly forgot a whole part. And then we're going to mix up some resin. I blame you, Tanya. That was your fault. I may have to jump off soon, guys. Some tradies have just turned up next door, which means it might get loud. It's your fault, Tanya. It's your fault. I blame you. Alright. So now that the nose is done, we're gonna... Ooh, tradies. I'm coming to visit you, she said. Let's do this in person. Everyone to my house. Alright. Let me just go over there. Grab my resin. My other bottle. Yes, queen! Where did I put the other one? There. I actually want to make another one of these too. I can't find my paper cups, so we're doing this the slow way, okay? We're doing this the slow way. I've just cleaned off all my cube shelving. I haven't cleaned the floor yet, but I've cleaned off all my cube shelving, so everything's gone for a walk. They're not still there. Whoops. Okay. So we're going to do this 60 mils at a time. It's getting fucking hot. It really is. I don't know what the hell happened to... Ooh, that's not good. I don't want that. Autumn, but it definitely disappeared. Alright. I took my texture over there, didn't I? God, I'm up and down like a fucking yo-yo today. So the second book that is on pre-order, do you know when they'll be? So I actually got them. They're here. I am shipping them out today. And then I'll open up another there's only like 10 left on the website. I'm not going to bullshit you, darling. And then I will open up another one, and I'll probably run it till the end of the month. So I only left... gave everyone 3 days, and then ordered the first 100, and they took max 2 weeks. That was over Easter. They arrived yesterday, so yeah, We don't do anything in half measures here. Go big or go home. But I want to put another order in anyway because some idiot who shall remain anonymous, so please don't ever give out my name, okay? I forgot to save some for herself. Yes, thank you. The next lot we can do more. Yay! I know. I put the whole fucking lot on the website, and then Mel came in and bought like 70. Hey Shelby, how are you, beautiful? I know, I was an idiot. But it is what it is. So I'd like to keep one to myself because I got to do all the measurements. Hey Kizza, I'm making a light this time. Normally I make tumblers. Thank you. So quite literally all we're going to do now is tip the resin in. Now, as a general rule of thumb, okay, let me explain why I was giving blowjobs earlier. It's so that the loose pigment powder or whatever you want to, mica powder, whatever you're using, is no longer in the mold, so that when you tip the resin in, it doesn't move around, it doesn't affect your other colors, okay? That's what you want. You don't want it mixing up with everything. Now I always have I don't just dump, I always have a thin drizzle going in because that helps with your bubbles as well. Okay, now this resin is pretty fucking good when it comes to bubbles. You don't get hundreds of thousands of them. And if I keep the temperature at the right degrees, it does release. Going down into the rose thing. Up into that rose. Welcome in, everybody. If you're new here and you're batshit crazy like the rest of us, hit the follow button. We'd love for you to be a part of our family. So cleaning out, so normally I'd get to this part and wipe them out and just reuse them. The one thing to remember is do not scrape your cups out too much when you're getting the resin out of it. I know it's like bullshit. Even though you scrape your paddle pop stick around, you have the little gaps in between the little nozzle thingies. So as you're coming out, the resin's moving around, right? You are never going to 110% mix your resin 100% correctly for you to like literally scrape the shit out of your container. Give it a bit of a and get it out, but do not scrape it bone dry because there is unmixed epoxy on the sides of your cups. That will leave your project tacky. That will cause issues. Nobody wants issues. Is that getting loud? Because I think I'm going to jump off when we pour this resin because they're just going to get louder. Welcome in, everyone. Sounds like an industrial fan. Need to see them. It's at the neighbour's house. And if you don't know how I feel about my neighbours, there's a reason for it. Honestly, I don't even know. Oh shit, which one did I just put in? You know what? Doesn't matter. I don't even know what happened, to be honest. I went away on holidays, came home and had threatened to have my eyes gouged out, so. But prior to that, we were really close. Go figure. Ow, 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 ow. I have a cut on my finger. Okay, is that gonna go? Okay. Right, so it's the other one I've got to add. Welcome in, everyone. Oh, excuse me. My balls just dropped. I miss whatever you say, Claire. It's just show. Why the fuck has TikTok done that update? All I have is a list of people that have joined. Seems a bit stupid if you ask me. Oh, okay. I know. I mean, unless they're all hitting the follow button. Oh, you're naughty. You're naughty. That's better. Now I can see the difference. I went to Big W. Well, I didn't go to Big W. That's a lie. Zoe was at Big W yesterday. I said, you know what? It's about high time I read this book, right? It's about fucking time. But because I have 2 weeks off, I was not prepared to run the risk of having the first book, not the second book, and not the third book. So I said to her, there'll be 3 books. There'll be a blue one, a red one, and a green one. They'll all have masks on them. This is what they're called, right? Showed her the photo. Well, they had number 1 and number fucking 3, didn't they? And no, I don't feel like breaking my screen. I'm sorry, hey. Oh, I don't need to mix that. That needs to go into there. And then we need to mix that. Oh, I was so disappointed. And that other book that you shared with me from JT, we still don't have that. Flowers in the Attic scared you. I might need to. I might need you to. The rate I'm going. I should be able to order it online though. Hopefully. But I've just spent like $1,000 importing cups. So I really need to slow down on the spending. Actually, no, I spent more than that. It was like 1,500. My local kidnap. Welcome in, everybody. If you're scrolling through, have an amazing day. Or if you're an arsehole, have the day you deserve. Have a sale on Rico. It's for the field days, though. It's for the field days. See, I still haven't bought myself to listen to a book. I can't do it. I can't do it. I know Audible has come a long way from when it first came out, which was probably the last time I tried to listen to a book. And I just can't do it. I know. It's going to be amazing. I seriously can't wait. I can wait because, you know, I've got so much to fucking do. I have to admit, I don't mind Corbin King. His voice is a bit yummy. Alright, are we ready? Alright, so we have a cup full of resin. Something fell into it. So a cup of resin, a huge fucking mold. Let's rock and roll. Okay, we are just coming up over the eyes. So guys, I'm concentrating just a smidgen. It'll be this cup and then we'll let it cure. And then we'll come in with the lights. And I'll show you how crystal clear this resin is. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to head off in a minute because I actually have the house to myself for a little while. Oh my God. Can I share some exciting news with you guys? Zoe rode her bike to work for the first time. A bit exciting. It is so, and because you know her flick, she's been so nervous about it. Oh dear. Vapes are for amateurs, honey. Around here we have white powder. Thanks, Claire. Okay, so I'm going to bring you down. I am going to show you how crystal clear this is and the very minimal there is bubbles in it. I am not going to deny that. There is. But how minimal there is. I'm actually a cracker. Sorry. I'm no filter. What you see is what you get. When I say that, I really fucking mean it. All right. Let's flip the camera. So But there she is, all close up. So we're about up to here with resin, just at the bottom of my nail there. So it's pretty deep. It's probably about 2 centimeters, maybe 3. And you can see when my phone decides to focus how clear that resin is. So if you want to do molds, this is the casting resin from, yeah, exactly, from Solid Solutions. Okay. And this is this here. That's why we are very careful with our micas and why we give blowjobs, because they do bleed a little bit sometimes. So that's my mica powder that I've got to get back in stock. And these are testers. They don't actually come from a small business. Howdy-ho! Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you haven't hit the follow button, you'll find it up here under this ugly face. Hit the follow button. I will be live again either tonight or tomorrow. It will depend on the family movements tonight. Hey, Tilly, how are you, beautiful? We're just wrapping up, darling. Depending on the family movements, I do have to pick my child up. No, I don't. She rode a bike. I'm a fucking free agent. Taxi of mum is done. Yoo-hoo! I do have to pick one up at 5:30 though, but she's not even old enough to have a license. So, you know, that's okay. Ooh, no, sleep, rest, do all of the things. So it will depend on family movements tonight whether I go live. If I do, it may possibly be very late, but that's okay. And then I'll clear all of this shit off. We'll make some hooks, we'll make some frogs. We'll check on Mel's tumbler. We may put a layer of resin on it. We'll go in and do some touch-ups. We will wrap some cups with vinyl, because I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to get a photo of a tumbler in my inbox for somebody to learn. And I'm going to make a tutorial. So up in the chain and the fluffy handcuffs, up there, you will find a tiny little dribble of chain that will send you over to the tube. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see that tutorial. We are going to call those Wing It with Annas, because we're going to wing these fucking tutorials. Anyway, guys, have an absolutely fantabulous afternoon. Be bold, be beautiful, be uniquely you. And as always, may your handcuffs be fluffy and your morals be questionable. Bye.